So, greetings, everyone. So, today is day 31 in the October YouTube Pagan Vlog Challenge. Wow, last day and I mess it up, right? Okay, so today's word is death/dead. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do for this particular one, and then I got to playing around with my tarot cards, and I decided that I was going to pull out every death card in all of my tarot. So, well, almost all of them. There's only two decks that do not have a death card in this little mix that I decided not to take out just because I put them away because I'm not working with them. Anyways, so I'm going to show you all of my death cards, and I'm not going to tell you like what they mean in the books or anything like that, but I'm going to show you like how different they are. And I know we know that they're different. We know it, but sometimes I think it's a lot easier when you can see it, when you can actually see the difference. So, and they range from really creepy death cards to really plain death cards to really intuitive death cards. So, I'm going to show you mine, and then I'm going to go from there, I guess. It's the last day in the October YouTube Pagan Vlog Challenge, and I'll be honest, I'm a little sad to see it go. I've enjoyed putting a video up every single day. I mean, it was hard. Finding the time to do it every single day was a little rough, but I found it almost invigorating and inspiring to be doing something and engaging with the community this way. So I'm really happy I did it, and I'm so thankful for the people that I have found so far. And I want to continue. Like, I'm not going to post every single day, but I do want to continue posting regularly. Definitely more stuff about tarot, definitely stuff in my creative side, definitely fairy stuff, you know, those kind of things. I'm not really sure what else yet, but I'll see how it goes. And I hope that some of you will stay along for the ride with me. And do you like my witchy makeup? Yeah, this is going to be so much fun. I'm totally answering the door like this because I'm handing out Halloween candy this year. And of course, it's not even the middle of the day yet. It's not even noon and I'm dressed up. I'm totally going to the stores like this. This is happening. And I'm really proud of it. Like, I did all my makeup and my hair myself, and I sprayed it with like this white spray paint to give it this weird look. And I curled all of it, and then I ratted all of it. It's gonna be a mess to clean up. All right, anyways, back to what I was talking about. Death, right? Okay. So the deck I'm working with is the Fairy Lights Tarot, which I've told you guys before. Here is the death card for the Fairy Lights Tarot. And it's an interesting card. Like, the face almost looked sad. And you can see, like, I don't know, like these guys right here, they're bugs. And they're almost like being consumed by this character here and then being replenished into the ground as a fertilizer, which I find interesting. So it totally goes with the death transformation, the idea of something transforming into something else, that something drastic has to happen in order for change to happen. But the transformation is very apparent in this card, from flying insect to fertilizer. And it's going through death. It's going through the ribcage. It's going through him to get that way. So it's going through a hardship to complete the transformation. So that's the Fairy Lights Tarot. The next one I'm going to do is the Deviant Moon Tarot. This one right here is different, like really different. He's like stepping on a guy down here, almost like grabbing onto this little dude's head, right? And look at that face. Like, that is not the face of it's not the face of like the sad face from earlier. This is like almost happy. The face looks proud of himself in a way. And you have the city back here in the background. You have a very desolate background back here. But do you see that it's female and it's almost pregnant? There's a sense of reborn or rebirth in this as well, interestingly enough. I get a very creepy vibe from this. Not quite the same self-transformation as you get from the Fairy Lights Tarot, but there's still a sense of like rebirth there or recreating something. So I think that's interesting in this card. There's a sinking ship here in the background too, which is interesting. I'm not really sure what that means. So if you guys have any other interpretations on this card, I am all ears. Please tell me in the comments. I would love to know your take on it. All right, and then the next one is from the Hidden Realms Tarot. This one's really interesting. All right, look at her. So she has got this look on her like, yes, this is coming. And then you have the crow up here, which is almost like an omen. And she's in movement. She's in movement. The crow's even in movement. And there's a sense of things changing. You know, the wind going through the hair, the wind going through the wings, the forward momentum that is this card. And it's almost with a confidence. Like there's no sadness here. There's almost like a, I don't know, in my eyes, like her eyes, like a sense of revenge or a sense of strength, like I'm coming up from what's happened kind of sense. And so I think this one's interesting, and this one's from the Hidden Realms. All right, the next one is from the, what is it called? It's called the Magical Beasts or Fantasy Creature deck. Oh my goodness. How did I not know what that one was called? I feel super, 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 super unprepared. It is Fantastical Creatures Tarot. And I'll put all the names down in the description as well. But I'll put all the names down in the description as well. Maybe not links to everything. So if you guys want to look them up, you can look them up for yourself. So anyways, Fantastical Creatures Tarot. This is the death card in this one. And wow, that's all I can say about this. Like there's a whole lot going on in this card. Like a whole lot. All right, so here it is. All right, so look at all the stuff going on in this card. You have the dead branches, you have the snake, you have this spider, you have this creepy guy head thingy with maybe some spider legs going on. I'm not really sure. Like this is a very, this I think would be one of those intuitive cards. Like you would have to like kind of intuitively interpret it. I mean, I know that there's a booklet that goes with it. It's just a little tiny white booklet. But the snake wrapped around the tree, the spider, and I don't even know what kind of spider that is. I feel like it should be a specific kind of spider. Yeah. I don't know. There's a sense of, for sure, creepiness on this card. The head, I think, is the creepiest part. I don't know that I get a sense of rebirth from this card, or, I mean, I guess I kind of get a sense of transformation, because you have this transformation, Spider-Man, spider legs, winged kind of weird transformation. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, but there's definitely a sense of transformation in the card. It's just not as easily recognizable. So intuitively, you could say that through the death of something, a more elaborate time or event or person will be emerging. So if you have any other suggestions on the intuitive part of this card, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'd love to know. This one is the fantasy creature one. All right. Next is my favorite. It's from my favorite deck, and I really like the imagery on this card. So anyways, this one's from Shadowscapes. And this is a phoenix, I do believe, and it's rising. So there is a for sure sense of rebirth from ashes. So the phoenix has to die in order to be reborn. And that sense, like these two cards, they're very intuitive that way, where this sense of transformation is happening, and the sense of transformation is happening in this one as well. So I'm very pleased with how this death card looks. Not only does it look kind of, I'm not going to say happier, but more light, but it has a sense to it that things are changing for the good, not necessarily for the bad. So this one's from Shadowscapes. This one is from a new deck I haven't actually used yet, but I just got. It's the Linestrider deck. And I feel like interpretation is definitely here for this card. I'm not quite sure how. I'm new to tarot, so I'm still learning, but I feel like there is a whole lot going on in this card, even for the simple imagery that it is. But I'm not quite sure like how to interpret the idea of change and transformation. I guess it could be the going from colored to black and white to colored. I mean, that could be a sense of transformation. Again, if you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I have not read the book on this card, so I am just kind of interpreting it in my own way. All right, and last but definitely not least is from the Ostara deck. Now this is very hard for me. I love the Astara deck, but I've mentioned before that a lot of when there's a bunch happening in the card, it's harder for me to see, it's harder for me to read, and this death card is my least favorite. So here it is. It's the Astara death card, but there is a true sense of transformation everywhere in this card, like everywhere. You have the ghost hand with the regular hand down here. Same with the ghost of the bone head right here, the skull. And it just goes. I mean, the sense of transformation is everywhere. Like even in this one, it's the hand, it's the outline of the hand, it's the ghost line of the hand. Like transformation is extremely apparent in this card, and it is definitely an intuitive card. I have a harder time reading it, but the sense of transformation is really well played out in this card. It's really well done. It doesn't feel like a creepy card to me, not like the Deviant Moon one, or even the Hidden Realms, because that one has like a creepy vibe to it as well. But it does have a sense that you have to go through something in order to make a change happen. I mean, they're even coming through like this. They're coming through the branches. They're coming through from some kind of veil. They're coming through. So the movement is still there as well. All right, guys. That is my death relation for the October YouTube Pagan Block Challenge. Again, I am sad to see the challenge go, but I am so happy for the friends and the community that I've already made via this challenge. Thank you, Palm Tree. Brittany at Palm Tree for this, and Amethyst Ascension, because I found it via Amethyst Ascension, and I have made so many really neat friends and so many people I hope to continue to follow, and I hope will keep up to date, and because I'm looking forward to still connecting with everyone and being there and being a part of the community. Anyway, so this is my death. I hope you guys have a fantastic Samhain. I'll just be handing out candy and maybe doing my ancestor altar because, you know, it's Samhain. I am going to get me some black salt, and I'm going to like do some saging in the house, and I'm going to sprinkle some black salt around the house, and just for the added protection, because you know, I've talked about it before, I'm not really a ghost person. I don't really want them here. I don't want them involved, and my intent is going to be to keep them out. Except for my mom. My mom's the only one who's technically invited. So anyways, that's what I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Please, please, please be safe. And I hope to see more of you guys later.